My name is Lehua Hubs, and I will be demonstrating breathing, stretching exercise, and self-Lomi care. We're going to be using our ha to relieve tension and stress, also bringing balance, lokahi, back to the kino. So with that, let's start with our ha. So we're going to put our hands on our stomach, fill the stomach with the air. So inhale, filling that stomach. You should feel that stomach coming up, and exhale, ha. Releasing all that air. And one more time, inhale, filling up that stomach, that opu, and release, ha. All that air. One more time, inhale. And release. Good job. Okay, now we're going to put our hands on the knees, and hopefully you're sitting on a chair, having that space between you and that chair. We're going to inhale, filling up that opu, our stomach, and reaching for the back of the chair, and ha, curling that shoulder, stretching, and release. I'm gonna do 2 more of that. Okay, so inhale, fill that stomach up, and release. Ha, really push with that ha, reach for the back of the chair, and back up. Again. We're releasing, and reach for the back of that chair, and release. Good job. Okay, now what we're gonna do is putting the arms to the side. We're gonna bring the shoulders up to the ear. And again, we're still using the ha through the whole routine. We're gonna be using the ha. Inhale, up with the shoulders, and just drop. Releasing all that tension. One more time. Inhale. And release. One more time. Inhale. Up with that shoulders and drop. Still using that ha. We're going to inhale and roll the shoulders back. We're just going to do 3 of those. Inhale, being mindful of that ha. Doing 3 of those. This is the last one. And now we're going forward. Bringing that shoulders up and around. Using that ha. Up and around. Up and around. Good job. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the ear to the shoulders, but we're going to use support. We're going to put the hands up on the head because we're going to bring that head down. Palms facing down. We're gonna inhale, taking that ha, and blow out all that ha. And with that ha, release, release, release. Hold for 1, 2, 3, release. We're releasing all that tension in the neck, all that tension in the neck. Opposite side, palms down, grabbing that head. Inhale, drop that ear. Release, release, hold for 1, 2, 3, release. Good job. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go side to side. Inhale, looking side to side. Releasing all that ha. Come back to the center. Inhale. And release. Back to the center. We're gonna do 2 more of that. Okay, inhale. Still filling up that tummy. And exhale. Releasing all that tension. And back to the center. Finishing up on the other side. And release. Turning that head. And back to the center. Okay, this time we're gonna do chin to chest. Inhale. Always using that ha. Inhale and drop that chin. Blowing all that air out. And back to the center. Inhale. And looking up, blow all that air out. And back to the center. One more set of that. Inhale. Drop that chin. And back to the center. Looking up, inhale. And blow all that air out. Ha. And back to the center. Good job. Okay, now what we're going to do is the rainbow. The rainbow is you're going to start from one side of the shoulder and you're going to look up and around and you're going to come right to the other side. So with that, still using your ha. Up and around. One more time of that. Up and around. And back to the center. Good job, good job. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look over the shoulders and we're going to take our eyes further. So again, inhale. Turning that head, blowing all that air out. At the same time, using your eyes to go further. Now you're going to hold. 1, 2, 3, back to the center. Opposite side, inhale. Over the shoulders. Blowing all that air out. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Back to the center. Let's do one more set of that. Okay? So inhale. And blowing all that air out. Over the shoulders. Over. Use your eyes. Stay right there. 1, 2, 3. Back to the center. Finishing up on the other side. Inhale. Over the shoulders, hold. 1, 2, 3, back to the center. Good job. Let's go back to our stomach. We're gonna do 2 breaths. Inhale, blowing. Inhale and filling that stomach. Fill that stomach up. Okay, now exhale. Let it all out. Just spit out that word, ha. Okay, inhale. One more time, ha. Good job. Okay, that's our breathing and stretching. Now we're going to go into our self-Lomi care. Okay, so we're going to do, we have tools. Our hands is tools. We're going to be using the pads of our fingers. We're going to be using supporting our elbow. And we're also going to be supporting the wrist. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with the head, right in the back of that ear to the back of the head. We're going to be using 3 pads of our fingers. You got to go opposite side. Supporting the elbow, using the 3 pads of your finger. We're going to start with the back of the head. Circular motion. Still being mindful of your ha as you're doing this. 3 circles with the pads of the fingers, working to the back of the head, and you're supporting the elbow. Going back up, we're gonna do 3 of those, okay? Circular motion, moving down towards the back of the head. That's the occipitals, back of the head. Last one, going up. Circular motion, releasing all that tension, all that stress. Circular motion and release. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some compressions. So right here, there's a bone in the back of your head. And that's where I'm gonna put my pads of my finger right there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the motion down. Right here is a muscle, and this muscle have to carry our head. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna release the tension in that area. So we're gonna put compression. This time I'm not on my elbow, I'm gonna press my elbow down. At the same time, I'm gonna turn my head, bringing that compression, this is compressions, down. And then come back, okay? So as you're doing the compression, you're turning your head, compressing that muscle, and release. We're going to do 3 of those. Always want to do a rhythm of 3. Turning that head, compress, compress, compress. At the same time, I'm pressing my elbows down. Okay, one more time. Compressing here, and I'm compressing my elbow. Bringing that down, and all my hands is doing is stationary. And I'm turning, 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 and come back in. Okay? Now we're gonna work from the neck down to the shoulders. This is compression. Still using the compression support of the elbow. So right here, you're gonna feel this big muscle. Squeeze that muscle. This is your traps. This is the muscle that when your head is down for a long period of time, causing tension, we're gonna release that tension. So pads of the fingers again, right next to the neck, on the shoulders, feel that. Oh my gosh, I can feel the tension. Pressing. Press down, and you're gonna hold light, medium, and deep. As I'm pressing into my body on my elbow, it's giving me more pressure. Okay? And you're gonna move down towards the shoulders. Compress, compress, compress. And at the same time, you inhale, exhale. Compress. Going back up, inhale. That last piece right there by the shoulders. Inhale and blow out that air out. Compress, compress, compress. So that compression is releasing any tension of it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze. Okay? So now I'm going to bring my hand up right behind the wrist. And I'm going to squeeze. So the squeeze is going to come from the neck, shoulders. Still using my ha. And we're going to do 3 of those. Supporting that hand. Working my way down to the shoulders. Again, last one, squeeze. Squeeze. This is really, really, really good. Releasing tension, stress, and let go. Okay? Now we're going to work with the arm. I'm going to support my hand under the armpit. Using my hands, I'm going to squeeze from the shoulders. Still using that ha, squeezing that arm. We're going from the shoulders to the elbow. Squeeze. And go back up. We're going to do 3 of those, okay? Squeeze from shoulder to elbow. One last one. Still being mindful. Using your ha. Releasing any tension. Okay. Now I'm going to work from my elbow to my wrist. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay? Squeeze. You can use your thumb and right in here. They call it the tennis elbow. Right in here. Anybody who will do a lot of computer or writing, right in here. Circular motion with those thumbs. Just make circular motion. And squeeze, squeeze. Still be mindful of the breathing. And release that. Now we're going to work with the thumb, the hands. Now we're going to do the hands. So right here between the thumb and the finger, the pointer finger, right in that center is a pressure point. This is really good if you have headaches, migraines. You put whatever pressure you can tolerate. If you press there, you're going to feel very tender. So making circular motion. Still using my ha, because your ha, you can get deeper. And then you're going to hold, compress, 1, 2, 3. And you're releasing that. Now we're going to turn over, and we're going right here, right into the thumb. And what we're doing is we're making circular motion from the palms, following that bone up to that finger, and just pushing up. Okay? Anybody who using their hands a lot, of course we all do, computer, writing, all I'm doing is circular motion, moving up each bone. As soon as I get to that last finger, now I'm going to start circular motion. Lomi that finger. I'm going to hold, pinch for 1, 2, 3, let go. Circular motion, Lomi that finger, hold the tip and let go. You're getting the circulation going, moving blood, moving fluid. Hold, release. Each finger, Lomi, each finger. So you're squeezing, you're moving up. Pinch, release. Last one. Pinch, release. Shake that out. Okay. Oh, I even feel better already. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. We're going to start with supporting the elbow. 3 pads of the finger. Back of the head. You're making circular motion. Use the elbow for support. Still using your ha. Working your way to the back of the head. Going back up. Behind the ear. Circular motion. Circular motion. Working towards the back. Let's do one last one. You know, it's almost like scratching your head, but you're using the pads of your finger and making that circular motion. And ha. Okay. Good job. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the pads of our fingers again right in the back of the head. This muscle right here. I'm going to put that pads of the finger there. Now I'm going to press my elbow into the body and I'm going to turn my head. Okay. Press and pull down. Still using your ha. We're going to do one last one. Press and pull down. Okay. Now we're going to work with the traps. This is that big muscle right here in the back. A lot of tension, a lot of scar tissues and knots that gets back there. So we're going to use the pads of the finger closer to the neck. Pressing that arm down. Compress. Compress. You can tolerate what you can. And we're doing light, medium, deep. Moving down towards the shoulders. Light, medium, deep. Release. Using the ha. Okay, going back up again. Let's do one more of that. Compress. 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 Using that ha. Releasing that tension. Okay, now we're going to use the hands and we're going to squeeze. So I'm supporting my hand. I'm right behind the wrist. Squeeze. Squeeze. Lomi. So you're going from the neck. Still using that ha to the shoulders, going back up to the shoulders. Good. Oh, that feels really good. Okay. Now we're going to work the shoulders to the elbow. Support the hand under the armpit. Squeezing from the top of the shoulder. Squeeze. Lomi. Lomi. So you're squeezing, compressing. Still using that ha. Up. Still using that ha. Good job. One last one. Squeeze. Compress. All the way down to the elbow. Okay. Now we're going to work elbow to wrist. Again, remember that tennis elbow. That's what they call it right here. Using the thumb, circular motion, and squeeze. Squeeze. Releasing all that negative energy, restoring good energy. Still using the ha. Squeeze. This is our last one. release. Now we're gonna do that pressure point right there between the thumb and the pointer finger. Circular motion. Now as you're doing the circular motion, you're gonna feel that tenderness. Hold, compress, compress. 1, 2, 3, release. Now I'm gonna go from my palms, using my thumb, I'm gonna circular motion up towards the finger. Following that bone, pushing everything up. Still using your ha. Pushing up. Each finger. As soon as you reach that last finger, that's the pinky, circular motion, squeeze, squeeze, Lomi, pinch, and release. Squeeze, squeeze, Lomi, each finger, hold the tip, and release. Releasing all that negative energy, restoring good energy. Last one, the thumb. Pinch, hold, release, shake it out, shake it out. Good job, good job. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to take a breath up. Inhale. Holding that arms up, blow all that air out. Palms up to the ceiling. We're going to lengthen the spine. Okay? Using that ha, keeping that arms up. Reach, reach, reach. And release. We're going to take another breath out. And this time you're going to release coming down. Going up again. Inhale, filling up that air. Up, up. And out to the side. Hold right there. Hold it right there. Squeeze that shoulder blade. Squeeze. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Come in. Hug. Hold. Inhale. Holding that. And we're going to extend again. Out. Open. Squeezing the shoulder blades. That's going to release all that tightness right here in the front. It's going to release all of the tension in the back that we just got through, Lomi. And hold. And squeeze. Come back in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Give yourself a pat. Mahalo ke ako for your kino. Mahalo. Take care. Continue to use your ha. Use your ha because that's going to release any tension, any stress. Even if you have anxiety, using your ha, just holding that stomach, filling that air, and releasing. It's bringing balance. Yeah, so the whole key with this is bringing balance back to the kino, releasing everything and bringing good energy. Take care of yourself. Use the technique. This can be done any time of the day. So you all take care. Ahui ho. Mahalo.